Hello students, today we will discuss for the male reproductive system. It is a topic of chapter human reproduction, and from today onwards I will make video for the chapters in series. So this is the first video. You know, the male reproductive system, it is present in the pelvis region. It consists of testes, accessory ducts and the glands along with the external genitalia. Now, testes, they are the paired structures, two in number, oval in shape, length 4 to 5 centimeters, width 2 to 3 centimeters, present in the pouch called as scrotum. So this is the pouch which is made up of skin. Here the temperature, it is somewhat lower in comparison to normal body temperature, and temperature it is lowered by 2 to 2.5 degrees centigrade. So this less temperature it is required for the formation of sperms, that is called as spermatogenesis, and this is the reason the testes they are present in the scrotum. Now each testis it is made up of the testicular lobules, which are nothing but the compartments. 250 compartments they are there, and each lobule is having 1 to 3 coiled tube-like structure called as seminiferous tubule. You can see here the coiled tube-like structure, seminiferous tubules. The testis, it is having a dense covering of tunica albuginea, and outside the tunica albuginea, the tunica vaginalis, it is present. Tunica albuginea, it is made up of fibrous tissue, which makes the fibrous covering. Now, seminiferous tubule, which you can see here, it is lined by two types of cell. One is the germ cells called as spermatogonia. They are called as male germ cells, and the function of them it is to form the sperms. So formation of sperms, it takes place through the spermatogonia present inside the seminiferous tubule. The second types of cell which are present, that is called as Sertoli cells. And Sertoli cells, they are there for the nourishment of the sperms. Two types of cells we have seen which are present inside the seminiferous tubules. Outside the seminiferous tubules, the spaces they are called as interstitial spaces, and these spaces they consist of the interstitial cells called as Leydig cells. These Leydig cells, they secrete the hormones called as androgens. Now, seminiferous tubules open to the vasa efferentia through the rete testis. So rete testis is what? It is a network of thin tubules. Seminiferous tubules, they open to the vasa efferentia through a network of thin tubules called as rete testis. So you have to write first for the rete testis and afterwards the sperms come to the vasa efferentia. These ducts, right? Now vasa efferentia leaves the testis and join to form epididymis. Actually, they open into epididymis located on the posterior surface of testis. Epididymis, it is a coiled tube. You can see here the tube. It is the coiled tube where the sperms, they are temporarily stored, and here the maturation of the sperms also takes place. Epididymis, it leads to the vas deferens, which is also called as the sperm duct. So here you can see that the hierarchy is seminiferous tubule. They open to the vas efferentia through the rete testis, and after that vasa efferentia leaves the testis open into the epididymis, and epididymis ultimately joins the vasa deferens. That is also called as the sperm duct. Epididymis leads to vas deferens, and vas deferens, it ascends to the abdomen and leaves over the urinary bladder. That you can see here. This is a sperm duct, vas deferens. You can see here it ascends to the abdomen and loops over the urinary bladder. Now this vas deferens, which is also called as the sperm duct, it receives a duct from the seminal vesicle. This is what the seminal vesicle is. It receives a duct from the seminal vesicle and opens into the urethra. This tube-like structure, this is what? It is urethra. So here the duct from the seminal vesicle opens into the urethra as the ejaculatory duct. This is what the ejaculatory duct. Right? So that you have to write that the epididymis, which is a coiled tube-like structure, it leads to vas deferens, that is the sperm duct, and vas deferens ascends to the abdomen, loops over the urinary bladder. It receives a duct from the seminal vesicle here, which opens into urethra as the ejaculatory duct. This is what the ejaculatory duct. These ducts, they transport and store the sperms from the testis to the outside through the urethra. This is what the urethra, it comes from the urinary bladder. It's a common passage for urine and the sperms. The urethra, it originates from the urinary bladder and extends through the penis to its external opening called as urethral meatus. So this is the reproductive system, and here we have seen the detailed location of the accessory ducts. Now, the external genitalia, it is made up of the penis. Penis is the external genitalia. It is made up of the special tissue which helps in the erection of the penis. The enlarged end of the penis, it is called as glans penis, and the loose fold, it is called as foreskin. Along with the accessory ducts, the accessory glands, they are also there. What the accessory glands are: seminal vesicle, prostrate glands, and the bulbourethral glands. We can see the location of these glands as well. Just see here. This is what the seminal vesicle, one of the gland, Second one is the prostrate gland. And third one is the bulbourethral gland. So these are the three glands. Now let us see the function of each and every gland. Actually, these glands, they are there for the secretions. Seminal vesicle, it is there for the secretion of the viscous fluid. And it actually constitutes the main part of the ejaculate. The seminal fluid, it consists of the fructose, prostaglandins, and the clotting proteins. Prostate glands, they secrete the prostate fluid. It consists of citric acid along with the number of enzymes. You can write them as acid phosphatase, amylase, pepsinogen. They also secrete prostaglandins. Bulbourethral gland, they are there for the lubrication of the penis, also called as the Cowper's gland. They secrete a clear viscous mucus, and that is having the function of the lubrication. The alkaline fluid of the bulbourethral gland, it neutralizes the acids from the urine in urethra. So these are the secretions of the accessory glands, which plays a very significant role in the male reproductive system. So here we have seen the male reproductive system. We'll see the female reproductive system in our next video. Bye for now.